to The Blessings Tea Time. I am Liann Kaye, the writer-director of the series, and I am here with 11 and Teresa, who play two of our aunties. Yes. Would you like some tea?
Yes, please.
Love some tea.
Cheers! Happy New Year! Oh, this is good tea.
Mm-hmm. Episode 2 was probably the most comedic episode that we have in the series, and I met both of you through casting auditions on Zoom.
I was so excited because I know every one of these aunties, and I could visually picture all of them. Yeah. So when it came time to audition, I was like, oh yeah, like, it's so familiar and it hits home.
I knew that when I saw you, I was like, I want Teresa to come back and read again. Because you look like my Auntie Tina, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do. Your humor and your presence caught my attention, and I was like, yes. What about you, 11?
The same. When I was reading the script, I was like, I could picture every auntie because I have every one of them, in my own family. So it's like very easy to relate, and I had so much fun. Yeah.
Amazing. So you're from China, right? And Teresa, you're American. I'm sure as an Asian actress, having to put on an accent, did you mind that when you had to read?
It wasn't weird for me.
Because I think as a writer and a director, providing roles for Asian actresses and actors to make sure they're not stereotypical, which I think we tried really hard not to do in this episode. So I want to talk about your character at first. I'd written as a hypochondriac and was like having you like coughing all the time, which was really hard to play. And somewhere along the line, we decided, let's throw that out and let's have her be taking selfies of herself, which actually ended up really nicely. Can you talk about that shift and what you started doing on set?
Yeah. I mean, because I just feel like this auntie, it fits her. I have one aunt that's, not so dramatic as this one. When she Zooms with me, she's always like checking herself. When she's talking
you see her, she's just like looking at herself. Like,
and she's like, oh, I just did this. Doesn't it look so good?
Incredible. You brought a lot of humor to it. And Teresa, you also had a very difficult job of being half asleep. Can you tell me how you injected humor into doing that?
Honestly, I love sleeping, so it really wasn't hard. That wasn't even really acting for me. And my husband's like, oh yeah, like you love sleeping. I'm like, I do love sleeping. I realized that snoring a lot, take after take, actually got hard. I was actually picturing the actress Lori Tan-Chin. She's very funny, and she's one of my biggest inspirations acting-wise. And everyone knows her from Orange is the New Black, but she's been around for many decades. And I just kind of like pictured her in my head because she's just naturally comedic. She talks, and she's just funny. Sleeping-wise, it really wasn't that hard for me, especially because we were there very early. How early
That's true. It was very early.
Like 6 a.m. or something like that. So I was like, oh, that's easy. So, but the snoring part did get pretty tough.
MeeWha can't be with us because she was called by Sandra Oh, I believe, to play her mother. Explain.
So she is amazing, and she got to play Sandra Oh's mom in a movie, and then Sandra was like, oh my god, please, can you please play my mother again for a Netflix show?
What is one to do when Sandra Oh calls?
What do you do? When Sandra Oh calls, you say yes.
I don't know what type of mother she's playing for Sandra Oh, but for our episode, we gave her a very nurturing, motherly sort of feel. Of all the aunties that are bullying Leo, MeeWha is actually kind of standing up for him, even though, as aunties do, she's still being insulting, even though she thinks it's a compliment. Mami also couldn't be here, but I really loved giving her this gossipy attitude where, as my aunties do as well, she's insulting you right in front of you to her sister as if you can't hear her.
The gossipy person who talks about you to your face, that is... Almost every auntie does that. Yeah. I know that person. But in the end, I think that they really love you. They'll insult you to your face, but they still love you.
It's not for the purpose of insulting you. It's for the purpose for your own good.
At least that's what they'll say.
Right. Leo, did you have some durian?
Oh yeah, what about durian?
We had durian on this set, which was a very polarizing fruit that I personally love and the aunties' characters love. But in reality, tell me about your relationship to durian.
I have had durian since a long time ago. And I like it. And after the show, whenever I see it, I would buy it. For a while, I was like, I forgot how good this is.
Even though my character was very excited and was like, wow, really super excited about doing it, The very first time I smelled durian, I nearly threw up because it's like sewage.
Yeah.
Maybe over time, I want to like it.
That is my fiance's feeling on Durian, hence the script. But I was hoping Ryan, he did a great job acting, but I was hoping he would really feel like he didn't like it. But I don't know if he was trying to be cool or something. He was like, yeah, it's good. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He said it was
He
good.
liked it.
He
So,
liked it. He liked it. It's
grows
like
on you. It's like a fine cheese.
Yeah.
You guys were one of the only episodes where there was a group of actors in it. Largely, it's just Ryan going from person to person throughout the family. So, what did you think when you watched the entire thing, having only known about your episode for a while?
That's why I was excited to see it finally, because I only knew our script, our episode. I think it's a great story. Like, in the end, I was really happy for him. And I was glad to find with each character there's depth.
I actually cried at the end of the George episode. Because I was like, oh, like he was there. It's actually getting me a little teary.
Picture, yeah.
Yeah, like I really loved watching the grandma's story, which was very funny too. I thought that was
the little
very
girl.
funny. I loved at the end when we wrapped, everybody just said "Wah." Like every time I see Durian at a market, even if like no one's around, because we spent the whole day like hanging out with Durian.
Amazing. And on that note, thank you for joining me for tea time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
I'm 11.
And please watch The Blessing on YouTube.
Episode 2.